Hello everyone, this is Pat with Empowering by Design with our daily Oracle card reading and message for Monday, the 21st of November. And this is the week that we here in America go into Thanksgiving. And so as we start off our week, I want to express once again my gratitude to all of you who have been on this channel with me, being my subscribers and watching my videos. It's been a full year now since I came on board and really started doing these readings on YouTube, and it's been such an enjoyable experience. I love and appreciate all the people that I've gotten to know here on YouTube, some of the other readers, many of you as subscribers. You're all such beautiful and wonderful people, and I'm so grateful to have met you, that you enjoy the videos and readings, and have interacted with you here on YouTube. So I want to just say how grateful I am for that right now. It is Monday, so of course we're going to be calling on the Mermaids and Dolphins card deck because it's Mermaid Monday. I just love the ocean environments. And actually for today's reading, I also wanted to give a shout to the Earth Magic cards. I haven't used these in a long time, and I just felt drawn to them today. Perhaps because I know at one of my events last night, I was working with Archangel Ariel, and she's very much about the earth and environmentalism and bodies of water, and you know, of course we have the mermaids and dolphins from the ocean. So anyways, let's see what their messages are for us today for this Monday as we get started off our week of gratitude. And okay, the mermaids give us the card Alchemy. And the message on the card says, you have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. Isn't that a great message to go? You know, it's like the signal of the beginning of a great week. You know, it's this message of like, yeah, everything's going to go well for you this week. Everything you touch is gonna, you know, turn around. It's really a very strong message of, you know, manifestation. Now is a really good time for your projects and your dreams that you've been working on. And so the energy's, you know, very high this week because, you know, as it often is, as we come into a holiday where we're going to rest and relax and do something festive. You know, maybe in other parts of the world where we don't celebrate Thanksgiving or where you don't celebrate that holiday, you know, there may just be other things going on that, you know, maybe you're gearing up for other holidays or preparing. It's just a time where the projects that you're working on, you know, it might feel like you might have, like the card says, the Midas touch, where, you know, once you get your energies into it, it just really takes off and get going. So this really, I feel like this message is a good omen for the week. And especially in terms of, I'm not sure why they want me to say this, but especially in terms of your communications, okay? They're calling my attention to that. And I know it might seem strange that this alchemy card has to do with that, but you know, I feel like whatever you may end up communicating or reaching out to some people and communicating to them, and that endeavor, that willingness to do that is part of what has the Midas touch for you, because you were willing to reach out and communicate your feelings or just be honest and upfront with someone, that, you know, that's part of that. Everything you touch is going to turn to gold. Okay? Because communication is so important. You know, we have lots of means of electronic communication with our cell phones and our media, but we still largely overlook basic communication with our fellow human beings, okay, in terms of expressing ourselves and our feelings in a very real, honest, and genuine way, without meanness or judgment. And so for whatever reason, that came up to me with this card today. So and I feel like it also may in part be communicating your feelings in terms of maybe writing an article, or maybe getting up and speaking up about something related to the environment. That's part of the communication piece that I feel. So and know that as you do this, as the card says, this turns to gold. And I'm going to read a little bit from the card for you, because these often brings additional meanings here. Alchemy. In the card book, she says, you're on a roll at this time with the energy of heightened success surrounding you and your endeavors. So, it's a reminder to don't be afraid about stepping forward and communicating, and putting your feelings about certain issues into words, into writing, or as a speech, okay? Because there's heightened success around you doing that right now. It says you instantly manifest your thoughts and ideas now, so choose them carefully. Just as you're capable of manifesting masterpieces right now, you're also able to manifest problems. But the good news is that you can also undo any manifestation that you're unhappy about. An alchemist is someone who turns base metal into precious gold or silver. And you have the ability to take ordinary projects and make them come alive with meaning, blessings, and abundance for everyone involved. So, and your gratitude for these manifestation power and the joy you feel in response to the beautiful creations that come from it are the keys to amplifying your abilities. So that is part of that message for today. Now, let's see what the Earth Magic cards, what these messages have for us. And I don't use these as often, so I might have to read a little bit more from the book. Oh, the card that came out was Summer Solstice and Radiance. Now, in the Northern Hemisphere, we are not anywhere near our summer solstice. We passed that back in June. But for some of you in the Southern Hemisphere, this may be more pertinent to you in terms of the actual solstice and the sun, because you're coming into the summertime of your year. But in general, I think this card has to do with that, the solstice is where the times of the day come into equal length, I believe. I know for us here in the Northern Hemisphere, our days start to get longer, and then we reach the solstice where they're at that equal point. And but the sun and its warmth is the main theme, okay? And I feel like in some ways, in terms of Earth changes and elements, this card is calling our attention to the solar activity that is going on, to pay attention to it. And because, magnetic solar flares, what they call CMEs or coronal mass ejections, can affect our electronics and things here, and especially if they're Earth facing. But I want to look in the book and see what the extended meaning of this card is for you. Summer solstice. Of course, that's if I can find it. I pick these cards at random, so I don't always have them lined up in the book to... Well, and I feel like it's connected to the alchemy card, because it's about allowing your radiance to come forward, okay? As you step forward and communicate, or, work on these projects, these ordinary projects that you're bringing to life, you are allowing yourself, your gifts, your talent to shine. And it's showing your radiance to the world. And it's about not being afraid to shine, that it's time now to do that, because all of us need each other as we go through these changes so much. We all need each other's gifts, talents, and abilities. And we need to be stepping forward with those, coming out of the closet, if you will, and be willing to radiate and glow and shine with our gifts and talents and abilities. So let's see if there's any other messages that come along with this. And it has to do with the light being at its fullest. And, as you shine your light, you bring nourishment and fulfillment to other people and other situations. So I feel like that's what this radiance message has to do with. It's right alongside the alchemy card, you know, of everything, your projects right now are going to turn to gold, and don't be afraid to shine. All right. So that is our message to get, or to shine light on something. That also comes to me now as I tune into this card. It may also have to do with shining light on something that's been hidden, bringing it into the light of awareness, people's awareness, and yeah, and it may be a personal truth or something within yourself that has been hidden for a long time, and now you're going to shine the light on it and allow people to see that part of yourself. Or it may be you, in some sense, being a little bit of a whistleblower and shining the light on something that's been out of integrity and communicating about it. So, and it is worthwhile because, now there really isn't a whole lot that can hide. And, although it seems like there's a lot going on in the world, we keep finding out more and more about, things that don't hold or have integrity to them. And, the world's not going to hell in a handbasket, but in order to get to a place of peace and higher consciousness, the light does need to be shined on these things that are no longer serving us, that don't have integrity, that are very fear-based. So that's part of, we need to be able to see them in order to heal and change them. So there's a lot in this message today. So thank you for staying with me and bearing with me through it. I know it's at about 11 minutes now, and YouTube has graciously given me that privilege of being able to go to 15 minutes now with my video readings. So I won't go that far today. I'll leave it with this for now, because that's a lot that's been conveyed in this message. And I hope you have a lovely Monday and the beginning of a beautiful week. Thank you so much, everyone. Take care, and I'll speak with you again soon.